I said,
Oh!
what? He said,
Whoa!
are you the kind of woman that caters to your man? Is that something that you do?
Oh
And I said to
my!
him, why are you asking me this question? I'm confused. Why are you asking me this question? Did I miss something? And then he goes, well, I'm treating you to the state, like I bought us the comedy show tickets, I paid for the tacos. And again, mind you, y'all, he got 3 tacos and I got one. He said, I paid for the tacos, I'm treating you, and it just feels like you haven't really contributed anything to the state.
Okay, first of all, it's a first date. Okay, it's a first date. I like to think that both genders do contribute in their own way to a relationship. It's not one-sided. There's plenty of things that women do to contribute. There's plenty of things that men do. But when I tell you that the minute you start keeping track and keeping score, that's when things start to go downhill. Like y'all are like an hour into the date and there's already scorekeeping. Let's not tally up who's doing nice things for other people. Let's just like be nice and do things for other people without any expectation of getting that back in return.
And he goes on to talk about how he was offended that I asked him to grab
He
me water.
offered.
I started seeing black. I started seeing black. I said, this is not real life. Y'all, when this man was done telling me what was in his heart and crashing out, I said, are you finished? And he said, yes. I picked up my purse and I walked out. I got an Uber and I
Period. As you should. As you should, queen. Like, what the actual is that? I'm blown away. I'm actually blown away. It's like it was in his nature to do something nice for you, and then something got in his head, like he's been watching the wrong podcast or something, where he's got like something in his head about, women being submissive or whatever, and then he's like snapped out of it. He's like, no, I want to be served. I want a sandwich. Me. He's definitely watching Fresh and Fit. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's like specific podcasts and like people that are getting in their heads and they're saying all this stuff. And it's just like, come on now. Come on. I blame Kevin Samuels and the rest of these damn podcasts. Like, literally. They hear someone else say it and they're like, yeah, I'm the man. I want to be served. Me. My goodness. At least he showed that to you like within the first hour, so you didn't waste too much time. Oh, I love this. Finally, a king who knows his worth. Right. Yes, king who knows his worth. It's very clear that he had a preconceived notion about how that date was supposed to go based on something else he heard. But like, let's be real now, okay? Let's be real. Everybody needs to be on their best behavior at the beginning. If we're gonna go that route, okay, women are the ones that need to be courted, not the men. That's the courting process, okay? We open the door for them. We get them flowers. We let them walk ahead of us. We walk on the outside so no cars hit them. We do the courting as the men. Like, if we're really gonna go back into this, men are the macho man of the house, they need to be served, then by that logic, men need to do the courting. That's all it was. He was offended that you asked him for water. Like, based on what I heard, he offered to go and get the water and then changed his mind. Silly reason to start a fight with a potential boyfriend or girlfriend. But if that's really how you feel, so be it.
I went on a date with a dude that I met on Bumble, and we decided that we were gonna go watch a movie. I was there a little bit early, but he was running late. So he was like, why don't you go get our tickets and go sit down and I'll get our food. And he asked me what I wanted for food. And I was like, I'll get a small popcorn and like a small Coke. And, he's like, okay, I'll meet you in there. Anyways, he comes into the theater and he's holding like this extra large bag of popcorn and like an extra large Coke. And I'm just thinking to myself, okay, well, that's cute. He wants to share. This motherfucker didn't even let me have a bite. Not one popcorn.
Oh my God!
And I tried. So I sat there. I didn't want to get up and go get anything. So I just sat there, watched the movie, didn't have no popcorn or nothing. Anyways, when the movie was over, he asked me if I wanted to go for a little walk. And I was just like,
absolutely not.
Okay.
No!
So like what seemed forever. And, like, we were barely even saying a word. Like, I was trying to make conversation, but he wouldn't talk. Anyways, at one time I was like, yeah, I think we should turn around now. And he's like, no, like, let's keep on walking. I'm enjoying your company. And I was like, what the You're not even talking to me. I'm not even kidding. Probably 20 minutes later, walking, he was like, okay, well, we're at my bus stop. I was like, you took me to your bus stop, half hour away from the theater. I have to walk back by myself. Anyways, he gave me like the sloppiest kiss on the cheek and got on his bus. I walked back by myself. Anyways, the next morning I woke up to a message from him asking if he wanted to go on another date. And I was like, hell to the no.
Bombastic side eye. Side eye! Whoa, dude. Whoa there. Hold your horses. I have this like image in my head of him with this like gigantic popcorn and you trying to like take a couple of kernels and he like smacks your hand away. Wow. Wow. After he told you that he would get the food, you bought him the ticket. How are you not embarrassed? That is so embarrassing. Come on now. And like seriously, the whole like making you walk him to his bus stop, but he wasn't even being like totally forthcoming about where you were going. And now you have to walk back alone at night? Nah, not the bus stop. I need more details. Like you reached for the popcorn and he pulled it away. Oh, that's so ridiculous. That was very gentlemanly of you. Oh man, I'm so glad TikTok isn't banned because honestly, the comment sections are elite.
I literally went on a date with a guy, and let's just say, mind you, he's sitting right next to me. I ordered what I want. He didn't want to order anything because he ate. So he just ordered a drink. I ordered what I wanted, and he hears it clearly because he's right next to me. The food comes. He started making all these comments. Oh, you ordered that? Oh, you gonna eat all that? Mind you, I told him that my friend flew into town and that after dinner I was gonna go see her because she wanted me to pull up on her or whatever. He's like, did you order some food for your friend?
Okay, so he's under the impression that he's paying. Am I correct? Am I right about that? Right? Yeah, he was trying to save money, I guess. Maybe he wanted to pay, but he didn't expect you to order so much or like whatever.
He was like, if I wasn't here, would you order all that? Baby, you think I can't afford a meal? I said, honestly, if you wasn't here, I would have still ordered like this. This is how I eat with my friends. This is how I eat when I'm by myself.
Period.
Crazy.
Period.
But the kicker is, this man said, oh, I'm going to go. I said, okay. He lays down $100, walks off. Mind you, he called us a black truck to dinner. So I rode with him in an Uber. He left. He didn't say anything besides I'ma go, and then set the money down and then dipped off. He didn't ask if I needed a ride, how was I gonna get home. He didn't ask what the bill was, nothing. Mind you, this is a 45-year-old man, grown Nigerian man.
Yeah, he didn't want to pay. He didn't want to pay for that. I understand like we're all hearing these stories about like women that are buying food for their kids and like women that are like, you know, going and eating like 8 plates of oysters and expecting the man to pay for it. Like there's those people, but like let's not assume everybody is like that, okay? I'm really curious to see if it actually was a lot of food or not. Let's see.
No. We have to talk about it. So this man takes this woman out on a date, right? She orders pretty much like something like this. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, she orders her appetizer. She has her appetizer, entree, and boom, boom, boom. This man started talking mess like, oh, you gonna order all that? Da, 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 da. Like, did you order that to go take it to your friend? Because she said she's gonna go see her friend after and all this stuff, right? And she's like, no, like, if you wasn't here, I would still order this. Like, I could pay for my own food. Like, it's not that serious. Like, what's tea? Because he was making it seem like she was just ordering that because she was with him, right? And then the man gets up, y'all. He leaves her there, leaves $100, and then leaves. Mind you, they rode together in an Uber. So now she got to pay, like, the remaining balance, baby, and then pay for her Uber. Mind y'all, the man only got a drink. But the issue for me is, okay, the man left, whatever. The men in the